Some creatures of the Hive strain against the will of orcs. Alakul, the Darkblade, is one such. Long ago, he fomented rebellion against the king and attempted to take his mantle. Alakul failed, and now awaits the mercy of the Hive. Given the chance, the Darkblade will step in to take Oryx's crown. We must not allow another prince to rise.
And what is going on YouTube? The tubes of you. Dun, dun, dun. So, we're going to be doing the 320 Nightfall weekly. It is going to be the Sunless cell, which is this week's Nightfall, and match play is on. So basically, those with shields, Void, Soul and Arc can only be damaged by those equivalent weapons. So some of the wizards have Void shields. You can only damage those with Void weapons. Well, the shields anyway. Once the shields are down, you can damage them with anything. Now last week I ran the 320 Nightfall with the 321 Titan, and I got a 312 Ghost as a reward. Can you believe that shit? So I'm overexcited for what reward I will get for running it. I'm running a Hunter at the moment with Celestial Nighthawk with the Golden Gun. I thought this would be great on the boss. Midway through I decided to change it over to the Night Stalker and then I'll swap back to the Golden Gun for the boss. And I'm pretty sure by the time I regen my ability, I take a shot and miss it, and I don't get another shot. I'm not sure if I miss it. We'll find out in the replay, won't we, boys and girls? We will find out. But I've got to say, okay, last week's Nightfall. Okay, who were kidding? With that burn on and stuff, it was tough last week, wasn't it? Like, just annoying more than anything. Once I'd figured out how to do it, it's that first bit was the hardest, but then after the first attempt with my first character, then I figured out how to do the boss. Basically, we just high impact snipers. I remember I dropped the boss in less than 60 seconds. There's only two of us running this Nightfall, and it was pretty easy. I think we died maybe once a piece between us, something like that. But it wasn't that difficult at all. So here we are with the 1,000-yard stare, getting those headshots. Boom, Firefly. Decided to go with Bad Juju here just to try and regen supers as much as possible, which kind of seemed a bit pointless eventually because, well, I've got my super and I don't use it because I'm using the Celestial Nighthawk. I don't use it hardly at all because I only get the one shot, and I really can't put on the Arachnid or the Acrophage because, the Acrophages, Symbiote Acrophages at 294, the Arachnids at 311. So everything's around 310. The Celestial Nighthawk's at 329, and the Graviton's at 320. So yeah, that's why I'm running. Try and keep my level up as high as possible, so A, that I'm a little bit tougher, and B, the rewards I get will hopefully be something decent because I'm a higher level. So, did you see that aim there? God, I'm good, aren't I? I've got to say, like I mentioned though, there's no shield regen on this week's Nightfall as one of the buffs or perks or modifiers. So if you've got a high level Red Death, my Red Death again is only 310. Syros Regime with a chance to heal is only 310. So they're definitely weapons that I should look at updating as soon as possible. But the Bad Juju does have its bonuses. I mean, unlimited ammo, go straight from the ether into your weapon, so you never lose your reserves as long as you get those kills. You never have to reload. It gives you extra super energy, and you'll see how much super energy bonus it gives you. The end run just before you get to the boss, there's that big bridge that's just full of ads. It's just full of the level 1 thralls, and Erinu I'm playing with lets me take out the entire bridge worth with this, and I go from no energy to full energy because of the extra bonuses this weapon gives you. But you know, it's a nice feeling weapon though, and it looks cool and it feels good, so you can't really complain. So normally we split, you know how this strike goes. We split up, one takes the left and one takes the right. Just because we've only just started the Nightfall and it is 320, and we're not quite sure what to expect, what's changed, how difficult it's going to be, we decided to stick together. So we both pushed the left side, then we both pushed the right side. Yeah, admittedly a little bit slow. I'm just checking there for solar based snipers because of these witches, because you know the rate of fire on this LMG and the bullet spread, they're not easy to hit. So I was kind of hoping I'd have like one of my like spindles on me, but I don't, of course. So I think a golden gun. This is Celestial Nighthawk on a tier 1 enemy, or tier 2, tier 1, tier 2, probably tier 2. I'm guessing yellow's a tier 2, big yellow knights. These I assume the red health, so you'd think tier 1, but because of the shield, maybe it's classed as a tier 2. I don't know. Suffice it to say, that was probably not the best use of my Celestial Nighthawk. Yes. So just off topic a minute, I'm still doing my challenges with my Warlock so I can get my exotic bond. And I'm just played a game of Control, right? One guy raced, we got essentially triple capped almost instantly. I capped the first flag, I went in for the second flag, I took out 3 people, then I died. While I was respawning, they captured everything, and we couldn't get a flag back. I was the only one on the flag. I mean, Aaron, who was playing, he was doing his part because he's a good player. But like the entire team at the end, we you know, I think within less than a minute we were triple capped and we didn't get a flag back. So a minute later the game ended because we just couldn't win. You know, they already had like 1,000, 12. They all had their abilities. They had 12,000 points. We had a few hundred. And you know, that's not because they're amazing. It's not because I'm bad. I'm actually a very good PvP player. It's just, yet again, I get stuck with a scrubby newbie ass motherfuckers on this game. Like, a couple of things I've got to pose to them is like, why don't they practice? Why don't they wear microphones? If you're one of those players that I'm talking about, if you're offended, I don't give a shit. Answer me this: why do you play Destiny PvP? And why do you play Control? You know, Domination, Zone Control, whatever you want to call it. Why do you play that when A, you never get any captures, B, you just go for kills and go negative, and C, not one of you has a microphone? There's only me and Erin who had a mic. No, the entire team, no microphones, no captures, no kills. I mean, shitload of deaths and no captures. How is that like, why do they play PvP? Like, what do you guys get out of it when not only do you just embarrass yourself, but you ruin it for everyone else because you're so bad at the game? You know, and I understand that you've got to get better, but, you know, go play something else. If you're not going to go for caps, go play TDM until your gun skill is a little bit better. Once your gun skill's better, maybe you'll start capping flags. Because you know how you get more points is you cap the flags, then you get the kills. Swear to God, people still don't know. And I've got to say, I'm still tired of, like, you see those top players on an enemy team with high scores. They're not good players. For 99% of them are not good players, and you'll see them all just running around with a shotgun over and over and over and over again. And you just can't counteract it, can you? Unless you're running around with another shotgun. Like, because of the map I started with a sniper, and you know, people are just flying around and one-shotting you in your face with a shotgun. And like, even though I'm shooting first, even though I'm better positioned, even though I saw them before they saw me, even though my shots are more accurate and I'm getting headshots, you just can't win against those high impact shotguns. And like an idiot, I started with a sniper, and then I don't know why I started with a sniper. I want to snipe, but everyone's using shotguns again. So as soon as I realised that, I'm like, well, I can't compete with a sniper or assault rifle, so I swapped to my shotgun. But of course, I'm out of ammo. We all start with special, but then there is no ammo until 3 minutes into the game. Heavy drops in at 5 minutes, and that drops in just once. So the last game, the game I'm talking about, we just had, I was at the top of it. I got spawn killed 7 times in a row. I spawned into a sniper, into a shotgun, into a Nova bomb, into another sniper, into another shotgun, and into three players just rushing that area at once. And I was still on top of the leaderboard. I still had most caps. And my KD was horrendous. It was like 0.47, which actually I think is pretty good considering just 7 times in a row. Just very, statistically, like you think it won't happen 7 times in a row, but you think of all the games and all the situations, all the possible locations of all the enemy teams and your teams. It's like that old saying that, if there are unlimited amount of monkeys, chimps, and unlimited amount of typewriters typing forever, they'd eventually write the full works of Shakespeare. It's kind of like that. With the amount of games that people play and all the time we're playing, eventually, statistically, it's going to happen that I'm going to get spawn killed 7 times in a row. And it happened today, I mean, what was interesting is, as well as they had all 3 flags, so it was even more spectacular because, if you've got 2 flags, if the enemy team's got 2 flags, then of course you can control the spawns, but they had all 3 flags, so I was spawning near each of the flags and rotating around, and obviously the enemy team were guarding each flag, so as soon as I spawned in, then I'd be on radar, and the moment I turned around or went to run, I'm just like headshot, boom, Nova bombing face, boom, shotgun in face, boom, like there's nothing I could do about it, and it's so frustrating. Because it's not your fault. That's just laws of probability getting in your way. You combine that with yet again another shit team. I mean, go check out one of my videos. It's in the Destiny random videos playlist. It's just the end scoreboard of one of my matches. It's not this match I'm talking about. It's a different match. I'm the only person with captures on the flag on that game. 10-minute game. 5 other players on my team. 0 caps. I mean, I don't really want to go on about it anymore, to be honest. I really, really don't want to go on about it anymore. Destiny, just like Black Ops, is filled with noobs and scrubs, and I swear to God, Activision, because Activision published this and Black Ops. I swear to God, Activision have gone, this Bryn Andrews, look at his KD, because my KD on all Call of Duties is impressively high, like well over 3 KD for the most part, and on every Call of Duty it's high. And I reckon, and I know for a fact that the matchmaking on that puts me with the shittest players. So I'll play a game of Black Ops and I'll go, I don't know, play a game of TDM, 10-minute game, I'll go 34 and 3, 34 kills, 3 deaths, 25 kills, no deaths, whatever. They're my average game types. So I get put with these shittiest players. I will go ham and we will still lose. I will get no deaths and 40 kills and we will still lose. And that's the sort of players I get put with. So, see, they always spawned into my body. See, that was not a good move on my part. So, because Activision control Destiny as well, I swear to God, there's a conspiracy when it comes to me. Years have been accused of cheating because I've got such a good trigger finger. Everyone thought I was using a rapid fire pad when I wasn't. Everyone thinks I'm cheating because I'm dropping these massive KD matches every game. I'm not. And I swear to God, there's a conspiracy, and Bungie puts me in matchmaking with the worst possible players. We're talking about laws of probability and the fact that 7 spawn kills in a row is unlikely, but it can happen if you play enough with enough players and random situations occur and everything aligns. But statistically speaking, I should get put with a couple of good players, maybe at some point, surely. But turns out no. Anyway, back to the Nightfall, boys and girls. So I'm swapping out to my bow here because I'm realising that the Celestial Nighthawk, as beast as it is, the gunslinger's not the way to go for this. What is interesting is that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on the Celestial Nighthawk, on a lot of the exotics they brought back, in fact on all of them so far, they've made some few tweaks to each exotic's abilities, gave them better abilities, an additional ability, or a sort of a sub clause to the primary ability. So the primary ability might be 1.1, and then they've given it a 1.1.1 add-on as well, if that makes sense. So they've added extra abilities, or they've tweaked the primary abilities and given them additional subparts, which is great. You know, there's some really interesting stuff. So the arachnid helmet that I've got now, before, I swear to God, the year one only ever zoomed. I can't ever remember anything about it slowing down the charge time. I could be wrong, but like the new version, it's going to be a PvP marvel. The arachnid, ATS arachnid for the hunter. When people realise how long your energy lasts, you activate your golden gun, you could probably run a full circle around a big map before it runs out. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a PvP area. So as you can see, we're moving through this Nightfall pretty comfortably. We've had a couple of careless deaths, one apiece so far. We're getting to the fun part here. So what we decide to do is we figure out which door's going to open, and this is a strategy you should do on the strikes as well. You're going to mop up these few in front of you with grenades and spray them with a few bullets. You're going to take out as many shriekers in range as possible, the ones that can actually damage you, and then you want to snipe. You figure out, is it the left door or right door, and then you want to take out as many enemies as you can right at the back. So when you run for it, you're only challenged by maybe one wizard or none at all if you're lucky enough to take them all out. But I've got to say, it's frustrating when you're damaging the shriekers and they close, get all the health back, and I've no idea why. So Erin destroys that one up right, and I'm like, shit. Luckily, I made it. So what we do, we go for the snipe here and take out the guys at the back of the door. So I never knew about this lockdown ability, guys. The lockdown ability extends your smoke grenades and your actual grenades. Now, I didn't notice a difference on the invisibility length. I could be wrong. So I'm wondering if that just works on toxins and stuff. If it does, the other option I've always used is to generate orbs from my teammates. But I think this other one in PvP is going to be a great idea to extend your grenade duration, like doubles your vortex grenades or your grenade wall or your toxin, doubles how long that effect lasts for or the cloud lasts for. Look at all those headshots. I mean, you can tell, like at 320 level, these enemies are tough, aren't they? I mean, these are headshots. We're doing it's a 1,000-yard stare with Firefly, and it's taking five or six headshots to take these wizards down. I mean, it's good though. Just, run out of ammo. So here we go. We're gonna go invisible, and we're gonna make a run for it. We run out of invisibility very, very quickly, a lot faster than I was kind of hoping. I think we'll get down just down here. Is that a fair amount? I mean, that's not a bad little run, is it? That's what, 5 or 6 seconds. I think we'll make the jump. I tether this chick just to keep her occupied, and so she can't really do much. We'll get over there. Now watch this. The strength of the bad juju is obviously against tier 1 enemies, so you never have to reload and get kills. But its second benefit is the extra super energy. Now watch this. I've got essentially no energy in my super bar. Now watch this. Erin lets me take all of them out. I don't need to take them all out to get my super, which is impressive. But here we go. Okay, keep an eye on that super bar. Yeah, look at that. Already halfway. And never have to reload. What a beautiful weapon, eh? I mean, Bungie have made some glaring mistakes, but they've done some really nice things that we probably take for granted, and the bad juju's abilities are one of them. So there we go, full super. Now, I make my second mistake here is I've got 36 in the heavy ammo.
Nothing left now but the drop.
Pick up the heavy ammo crate here, and then I think to myself, oh, I need to put on special for my sniper, so because I always like to snipe this boss because it does good amount of damage. So what do? I've got full heavy, so I'll go into my inventory, and that's right, I select heavy ammo synthesis and use it. So I just wasted one, and I've got 5 minutes to wait for my sniper. What a moron I am. So I put the Celestial Nighthawk on now. I'm going to use my bow on the boss straight away and swap straight over to my gunslinger. So there we go. Just use the synthesis, then I think, crap, what have I done? My bad. So the Sunless cell. I'm just talking to Erin about my ridiculous mistake there about using the ammo over and over. So Sunless cell. And you know what strike I've not had in a while? I've not had the Shield Brother strike pop up in probably 2 to 3 weeks now. Has it been taken out of rotation? I hope not. It's a good strike, that. It's not a pleasant Nightfall, is it? Remember when it was Nightfall? That was a real ball ache as well. Now, this one's relatively easy. Last week's wasn't that much fun. That was pretty difficult in places. Especially the fact that the Void Burn and the boss had, well, Void Burn. So I'll try and take out his thralls, get my supers back. Now let's keep an eye out when I get my super, because I swear to God I missed the boss with my shot. We'll see. I mean, this is an interesting strike. This an interesting like end of level fight. You know, set in the a cell, a prison cell, the Sunless cell. It's dark. You know. Oh. And I keep forgetting that the shield doesn't regen on this. So yeah. We actually did pretty well considering there's no shield regen. It's you can take more damage, but yeah, it doesn't regen. And this is why the Red Death or the Cirrus Regime is a good idea. But in saying that, I could be misremembering this, but I swear I'm sure that last time I tried it, it negated Red Death's healing ability. Now I don't think it negated it fully, but instead of a full heal, it gave you like a tiny little chunk on your shield or your health, like the smallest amount. Like, so I think it still works, but it's massively reduced capacity. But still, it's better than nothing. So getting in the snipes there with the 1,000-yard stare. You know, I've got the Omnilon Irene sniper at 304, and I love the look of that sniper, and I don't use it much. And I've got luck in the chamber, but it's actually got a higher impact than the 1,000-yard stare. So what I want to know is why people on Planet Destiny and all these other channels, everyone's going on about 1,000-yard stare when there's the Irene, which is higher impact. You know, it's weird. It's just weird to me. Also, I had a 319 Harrow Defiance of Yasmin sniper and a 310 Defiance of Yasmin, and I love those snipers. Not very powerful, but I like the feel of them, the holographic sight. There's nothing getting in the way, and I thought that were great. Now, everyone's like, oh, they're shit, infuse them, delete them. So I did. And since they've changed the strength of the shields, those are one of the many snipers that can now res snipe. So I'm like, damn it, I'm frustrated a little bit, to be honest. I don't know. I'm sure that we'll get them back. I'm sure I'll get them back if I ever, you know, finish the raid, do the raid. Oh. Had a very solid run on Oryx challenge mode, and this guy Wolverine joined the English guy, and we were having a really good run, and then towards the end he died and just left. So he's the one that died, and then he's the one that rage quit. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? You're the one that let us down, mate, and he just left. So I've not done it since. But if we can have a run as smooth as that, because I do the raid most weeks up till Oryx, and then I never get Oryx done because it's either some sort of stupid challenge mode that we spend 5 hours trying to do, or it's the time difference between here and America is so vast that by the time we get to Oryx, like, everyone's played out, or I'm played out. You know, you spend a few hours getting up to Oryx, and you spend a good couple hours trying to do it, and if it doesn't go right, it's 5-6 AM here in the morning when I'm still trying to do boss, whereas everyone else it's like midnight. Yeah, it's cool, it's good. So we're dwindling down the boss's health. We're kind of on the last run of it, and let's see what rewards we shall get. Is he going down? Is he going down? Is he down? Ooh. Did anyone notice? Oh, I was talking over it, but I'm gonna have to go back and check it. But did anyone notice how I missed my golden gun shot? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh well, I forgot to check. And it goes down. So what does it drop me? Oh, 2 blues. Oh my god, thank you so much, son. Thank you, boss man. Now, what do I get as a reward? What do I get? Dun, dun, dun. Are you as excited as I am? I can't wait. I'm actually at this point dead excited because I'm alright, put my other gauntlets on, make myself 324 as high as I can go. I think that's about as high as I can go. What do I get? Ace of Spades. This hand cannon is really nice, guys. If you don't have it, and I know some people that don't, it's worth doing your gunsmith up so you can get it. It's you know, it's a white hand cannon with look, you see the white Ace of Spades on it, white and black, and it's a bit tattered and chipped away. You know, which is great. It looks really cool. It looks really good. But anyway, so the Nightfall rewards. What did I get? And I'm so excited. And 11 3 coins. You got a 334 Nemesis, and I was gutted to start with. But then, you know what? I bought 80 coins on Friday. I ran out Tuesday. I've got 11. I might get one exotic out of those 11. So, actually, I'm alright with that. Because, you know. But my drop ratio has been 1 to 16. Anyway, YouTube, hope you enjoyed the rambling. And I will see you next time. So, now you've got some tips on the Nightfall, hopefully. And I'll see you later. So cheers.